What's going on, y'all? So I got a lot of people here that want me to clarify my stats on Gears. That's very easy for me. He's trying to say, these people trying to say that somehow I keep bringing up this number one stuff. It's annoying. You know what I mean? I'm done with the beef stuff because, like I said, when you start like lying, trying to assassinate my character, and all that, I was like, all right, we're done with that, bro. I thought we were having good points and not making up stuff about people. You know what I mean? So at that point, it's like, okay. But anyways, we're gonna get past all this because you can't make up something when you have the achievements too to show that where you were at too. You guys ready for this? So I'm gonna shut all this down. You see all these Xbox games I'll be beating, right? We'll talk about not gaming. Just take a look at the list as it goes down. You can come take a look yourself too. Just to show you guys the list, but we're gonna get to Gears of War, okay? Because it's been a while. And I even remember trying that Gears game. I was like, no. Do not want to play that. I'm gonna wait on Reloaded, like I said. Gears 5, played that. Sorry, nowhere near as good as Gears 1 to 3. But I love the Horde mode, though. It's really good. I played Gears Tactics. I mean, I played them all. We're going to get to this. So there's so many freaking games. This is nuts. So Gears of War Ultimate Edition. This is the only time I've ever touched it. And like I told you, I didn't like it. Like, I'm like, eh. You know what I mean? There was nobody on. It was like, yeah. So that's the only time I ever touched that. Now, original, look at this. We can go all the way back. So we can shut his dumb ass up. Gears of War 1. Why would I lie about things, right? So I want you guys to think about this, right? I beat the game on insane difficulty, all that. This was all back in 2008. So what we're going to go to is something that we're going to ask him to show. And boy, you better have it ready. Killed 10,000 people in versus ranked match. 420, 2007. 1% of people in the entire world have this right now. When I did it, it was like 0.1, 0.2%. Who are you talking to? Set your punk ass up again. All you over there sitting over there saying I'm making up stuff, but yet I'm 1% in the entire world right now still in this. I want you to go on, make sure you do it. Go on the camera, show your Gears of War seriously seriously achievement, because this is a serious thing right here. All the real boys, the big players had this. So you see, this is why I love achievements. You can't make this shit up. People over here calling me a liar. This video is literally about to show you my Gears proof. Why would I make up anything? Look, 2007. 1%. 1.0% gamers in history. All history of Gears. Since Gears 1. Why am I in the 1%? You can't make this shit up. AGN is real over here. But yet you're trying to get me to somehow go back to the 360 days. Like I feel the same. Like, dude, Gears is not like that anymore. Unless they somehow knock it out the park with E-Day, and I'll give it a try to reload it. But I was in the shop. I was in the stream with him, y'all. I specifically said, no, I want to play Reload. I don't want to play those old ass games. And he said, no, it's the same thing. It's the beta is no different than Ultimate. I'm like, no. I've seen you got 120. Like everything's better. There'll be a day one patch and all that. But I told him I'm not going to waste my Game Pass. For example, think about this. Imagine if I went to get Game Pass to play a few matches on an old ass game with him that I don't want to play. I'm playing on my Switch 2 right now, right? And I knew that my Game Pass had expired at the beginning of June because I was like, yeah, this is a perfect time. Let me just unsub because the Switch is going to come out. I'm going to be focusing on Switch 2 games for the majority of the month. And they're going to be having a whole new realm of backwards compatibility updates, all this stuff coming around the corner. So I knew that. So I was like, all right, I'm taking a break from Xbox now. Which y'all saw me the first, whole half of the year. I was beating all the Game Pass games and everything. I got my full fill out of it until they come around with some other games. So I'm like, dude, I'm about to get on this old ass game and play you on an old game. So we can play Gears 3, 4, 5. I was like, I don't want to play no Gears 5. Dude, we're going to play Gears 1 Reloaded, the new stuff, right? And we're going to play E-Day. That's what I said when I was in there that day. And he was like, yeah, so I'm going to be busy tomorrow. We can't do it tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow. He's going to try to say in this video that he didn't say that. It's like, dude, you have to be honest about what you said, and I can respect you. But you already went too far in the other video, but I'm already past it. But I'm just saying, like, this stuff is mediocre. And now that the proof is here, what do you have to say? Are you ready for Gears 2? Because we're about to move to this. Takes a while to get that seriously, too. We're finna move all the way back down here. 2006. That's how much I was playing. And I had it then. So the annoying part about this is that they put your games all the way back here. Like I told people, I'm my Xbox PC, you know what I mean? And I just took a look at some messages and I replied to what's his face. See? because the code is hidden now because we had some conversation. Said, yo, I'm not using that code till we talk to show you guys again. We good, bro. This is what he said. We good, bro. That's your code. You can do whatever you please. Because he said that, okay, since we're not going to pre-order, they're like, nah, Game Pass is cheaper. I said, okay, I'll use the code when Reloaded come out. I don't know if these dudes remember that. I said, reload it. It don't come out till August, at the end of August. So what are we talking about here? I never agreed to play no old Gears. That's something that he tried to make up and said we could do that, but I never once said yes. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, well, where am I ducking, dodging, and hiding for? I don't have anything to like, you know what I mean? Hide for what? What am I going to get out of it, bro? And I was like, bad brother, literally just saw it. Why would I do that? This was 7 minutes ago. LOL. I said reloaded too. I'm not playing old Gears. That's what I said. Watch what he replies. We agreed to reloaded and was not going to pre-order it, right? Then decided to do Game Pass. Dude's over here lying, bro, like it's annoying. But he didn't tell me he sent me the code. I didn't even know he did because I accepted both of their friend requests that day. And then I went offline and I literally went, handled some business, hung out with my family, went to have a good time, then came back and ate some mod pizza. Then came back home. It was around like 10 something, you know what I mean? That was that same day, and everybody was just off, you know what I mean? And I look at the next day, he was offline for like 14, 16 hours. You know what I mean? So he wasn't even online. And I was like, okay, like he said, it's for his birthday. And then I have not been on since. Then I got on and saw those messages and all that stuff happen. People making up stuff about me that ain't even real. I'm like, why didn't you just wait? What the hell? You know what I mean? And that's when I had the real problem. The regular beef, that's cool, man. But when you start making up stuff about me that's not real, lying about me and all that, that's when I'm like, okay, bro, I thought that we were like having some entertainment here, but now you're kind of like personally assassinating my character and making up stuff about me that doesn't really exist. That's where we have the problem. All that other stuff is like, dude, it's child's play. But let's move down here because we need to get to Gears 2. So we're going to find that here, y'all. So I'm going to give y'all proof. Like, one thing we don't do over here. Another game, trash, skipped it, hated it. Media like, man, what is this, man? But that was, you know, that wasn't Cliff Basinski here. Those people can fly. They're better now. Gears 3, I was in the top 50 on that. But then I stopped playing. I played that game heavy. But I hated that double barrel shotgun. I'm going to tell y'all right now. It was... no. And I like the Warzone, by the way. I'll play Execution too, but when I told you I was at the top, it was Warzone. 72 straight hours, dude. I could not go to sleep. It was crazy. I still can't believe I did that. Gears 2, 73 out of 79. See, back in those days, I was literally only missing a few achievements. I did all the updates, everything. You see it right here. So I'm going to show you guys something. Let's find the seriously achievement again, right? And then we're going to go down to like kill 100,000 enemies. 1.6% of the gaming community has this. That was on April 6, 2029. See, when you have this, it tells you how much you've played. Dude, I used to be smoking dudes. 3-point-something kill death ratio. When I was playing every day, you see what I mean? Like, why would I make up something? Honest to God, I was #1 in the world, even on Warzone. And I hated Execution because I'm like, dude, I took you down. You're down. And they're like, oh, it takes more skill. Not necessarily, because if you get down, you can't get back up. Somebody got to get you up. So I can see how Execution on the other end can, because it's like a double-edged sword between those two. Because people would always have like debates and arguments like, nah, you know, it takes more skill to play Execution because I can get up again. No, yeah, you like the comfort of being able to get up again, and I can't shoot you when you're on the floor. So how is that necessarily in my favor? So no, it really just depends. But going all the way down. Let's keep going. I did everything on the highest difficulty, all of that. We're gonna just let you know that I had it day 1 and all that. Let's find the date when it came out. Because I mean, you know, we don't make up anything over here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is right there. Become an ultimate gearhead at level 100. When was this date? Oh, I don't have one. I think this is just becoming. Oh yeah, see that too. I became. I hit that rank in multiplayer. Till this day, only 2% of people have it. So how is it that I'm at the top on both games that I'm showing you? Same thing in 3. I didn't even show it, but I can go look at that. But you're telling me that I'm making up stuff, bro. I am not making up anything. I don't see the point. I was just telling you about my glory days. Literally. So that's what this is about. This, once again, defending my character to let you know. AGN don't got no reason to lie to you. he needs to wait on me to play with him in some gears when he said yesterday that it's his birthday, he can't play.
That's what you agreed to. And what's even more funny about that, ain't nobody said that.
That's what I agreed to, and then nobody said that? This guy's a clown, I swear.
You was in the live stream when this was going on.
Yeah, for an hour. You know it too.
You know what, man? At this point, I don't even care no more, man. I know you're trash.
Dude, I don't either, bro. Oh, trash. See, man. Look, bro, you can't do that when well, you didn't see this proof, so you have to see it. So you know what? I'm gonna let that slide. Whatever, man. I'm gonna let that slide, bro. Like I said, I don't hate you. I don't have no real problem with you. Like I say, even yesterday was a sense of entertainment. I just don't like nobody calling me a coward too. They don't know me. But like I said, bro, you just move all that stuff aside. I don't know. I got a lot of people thinking too, man, you're gonna bully somebody. Like, no, I would not. I told people I was 6'3", I've squatted 400 pounds. You know what I mean? I got strong legs all day. Yeah. I'd be more of a kicker. You know what I mean? If I was, getting into stuff with people. But even then, even if I, even if I did, I'm not going to attack somebody over a video game in real life. Remember, this is still entertainment. When I'm doing this stuff to my ad, I'm going to do it. It's entertainment. I'm not slapping the guy. WWE, they entertain all the time. It has nothing to do with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, the only time that I really was annoyed is when somebody lied on me and made up stuff about me that's not real. You see all that other stuff, I'm like, see, he just wants to farm. I looked to his whole channel. I've seen how far he went to keep on going after Porter Rock. So kudos to him in a way, bro, because now I kind of see that. I'm like, bro, you got to know when, like, if somebody ain't like coming back at you to a certain extent, like, you know what I mean? Just stand back and see for a second. But it's like that's all like his channel is filled with. So I understand that's the type of content that he does. You see what I mean? That's your free will of choice, bro. But AGN is here to show you that, oh no, I'm the real deal like I said I was. So all the proof is out now. I could literally end this video, but let's see what else he has to say. But this is it after this, y'all, because everything is said. Now, when Gears Reloaded comes out, if he's still around and he wants to come up in the lobby, do whatever, play, yeah, dude, I said it. It's fine. That's why I haven't used the Game Pass, because that's what I wanted for it. I'm not wasting it. Oh.
At the game, Mr. Numero Uno at Gears, right? Even though you ain't got the game. That's fine, bro. I don't care, bro. You wasn't.
Yeah, I don't have anything at the moment. You know what I mean? Dude, it was physical back then. And then ever since then, I played Gears 4 and 5, but it's not the same. There's no Cliff Bleszinski there. It's not the same people. You know what I mean? And I like the Coalition. So we're gonna see what happens with Gears E-Day, though. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that.
I wasn't wasting my time. All I'm saying is that you had this dude send you a code and you didn't decide.
I never had him send me anything. Honest to God, I didn't know he sent the code. He didn't even say he was going to. I just said, I'm getting on, I'm accepting y'all's friend request, which I did. I had no messages. Keep in mind, the only time I seen that code is when they came up in my stream that day. Like, man, dude came in as like a tingle. You know how tingle takes off. I'm like, what? I'm not no tingle, you know what I mean? And then they were just all, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? I can see people laugh. I was like, yeah, if y'all have a good time with that, cool, whatever. But the fact that, and it is funny in a certain way if I did take off with the money or Game Pass and do that, but I didn't do that, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what's annoying, because it's like, I'm just mad about the lies, but all the other stuff, like, it's whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Because I'm not feminine like that. So it's not going to bother me. But if you're lying about me, that's different, man.
Hey. To look at it until later, but yet you accepted me on the same day that the dude sent you the code. That's how we got.
I accepted it, but he didn't send the code at the time. How, bro? I had just left the stream. He was trying to get that ready. Y'all were getting him ready to do that, because at first he asked me for Cash App. And I was like, I'd have to set up my debit for that. And then I was like, do you have PayPal? And then we tried all sorts of systems. Like, yo, I got to go. You know what I mean? Because I've already had to then. I was just kind of hanging out. I didn't even have to jump in the stream, but I did. I don't understand how I'm still here making videos. You somehow think the way that you think. It's just like maybe other people are like that, but AGN ain't scared of nobody. For what? What's the point? Like, I don't get what's going to happen to me. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, this is child's play. You see what I'm saying?
Got each other at it. But okay, fair enough. I mean, if that's how you feel.
I accept your friend request. I'm not like, no, you're blocked. You know what I mean? Yeah, what? It doesn't make sense to do that and then follow that type of behavior. Like, and if you look at my personality, I'm just not built like that. That's not who I am. So like I said, I got nothing to hide over here. Like I said, this is about clearing that Gears achievement to show you. This is why I'm glad they had that, because thank God, because otherwise we'd be sitting here having people think that I'm lying. It's like, bro, okay.
I personally don't care.
I accepted his friend request the first day, right, that he sent it to me.
The first day would be the day that you got the Okay, gotcha.
I went up in his stream, and now he's talking about there's no respect. Dude, I don't give a damn.
You see, he went in the stream. So where did I lie at? So you know exactly as to what's going on here. If anything, it seems like you're projecting. Okay, you want to make.
Okay. Yeah, is this guy this much of a clown, y'all? Like, I'm starting to, you know what I mean? Because I see it, but it's like, I feel like he does need this type of content because that's the only thing he does, so he needs it. You know what I mean? AGN is very good entertainment too. You know what I mean? So, oh, people love me salt farming. They know I'm good at it. I just don't want to be a salt farmer all day because I know I'm multi-talented. I'm multi-dimensional. So I do a lot of good things. Oh yeah, I can sit there and entertain all day. I'm good at it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be popular being an asshole, dumping on people all day. I've done that enough, but I have to find, I got to find my balance too. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that subject. I won't even talk about anything else or such stupid policies, but not too much on that. But bro, so now that you have your answer on this, you realize how good I am, my gears. How I was at the top. I didn't make up anything. What do I need to project for? When I said that I was done and I made the video, you keep on projecting, bro. So making up all this, I'm sitting there thinking, and you're just projecting. You see what I mean? That's what you're doing, bro.
It seemed as if he was waiting on me. You knew what was going on here, bro. You just wanted to.
Honest to God, GameStuh, I'm being honest with you, bro. After that, nobody clarified any data or anything. So as far as I'm concerned, I thought we were waiting to reload it. That's what I said I agreed on. I don't know how many times I have to say this, y'all. How many times do I have to repeat this? This is all a misunderstanding because he's not listening to what I'm saying. What's so hard about that? If somebody says what they want to play, I'm like, okay, that's what you want to play? We'll get to it on that date then. You know what I mean? Even he said, I want to play on PS5. Bro, the only thing available on PS5 is Gears Reloaded Beta. And that shit, that queue, that queue was not good. I'm not wasting it on that. It was not worth it. Like I said, that little one day it would have been. Then what, 29 days of Game Pass gone? I don't want to play old Gears all day. I'm not going to do that. Then I would have wasted a whole precious month of Game Pass. Guys, no, it's not smart to me. Now, if Gears of War Reloaded was out, oh, hell yeah, we'd be on it. Because it's no problem. It's like, okay, it's Gears of War Reloaded. Yeah, I'll play that up-to-date stuff. But I said before, I'm not playing the old-ass Gears. Like I said at the beginning of the Xbox message, at the beginning of this video, you guys saw what I said. I have no reason to make up anything. So he's thinking like he's sitting there waiting like we're about to play Gears. How, bro? How? There's no Gears Reloaded out. That's what I said. All that old stuff, I'm not doing it. And I said it. And I don't care to get on that. And I have nothing to prove. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, when people are at the top, what they're looking for is people that can reach the top to get to them. You have not proved that to me at all. You haven't even shown me anything. I'm the one sitting over here showing everything, proving everything every day. I kind of find that funny. But where is your stats at? And I saw your clips just recently in that video. Cool, man. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of people in the world you can find that can do that. I'm telling you. I did game battles and stuff and all that back then. Dude, you talking to somebody who knew the points of the map. They would call out C1, C2, C3. Like it was so professional with these teams that I played with. Any team we went against a regular, dude, we were smoking them. They were not used to playing professional like that with those call outs, covering high grounds on the map, everything, picking up all the power weapons. Oh yeah, it's like that, you know what I mean, when I was playing. But I'm telling you, if you saw, you would realize, damn, yes, dude, I almost had 3.0 kill death ratio when the game came out back then. And game battles had a 2.8. That's serious work. Because that's all I was doing. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit anymore. So yeah, am I going to dust my shoulders off and see how Gears Reloaded goes? Yeah, as long as it isn't like a trashy launch or anything. But you got to think about it, bro. I got a Switch. I got a PlayStation. I got a PC. I want to have fun when I wake up. And I don't think getting on Gears and wasting a month on Game Pass sounds fun, even if I did win. That's a loss to me over the month because then I'm not using it. I already beat all the games. You see Doom, all the games that dropped this year, I beat all of them. So I'm not wasting a month of Game Pass on that. And I said I wasn't going to pre-order it either. That's what he originally I said. So all of this is just, you're just not listening to what I said. I made it quite clear. And then I said I was leaving. And then you said you had a problem with Portal Rock because he's not, blah, blah, this and that. He's not coming in the stream. It's like, well, dude, you consistently harassing the guy. You know what I mean? Like, even though I don't know y'all's business, but I'm just saying, from what I can tell, I kind of understand why he's like that in a certain sense. Even though I'm not going to ignore you, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm responding. You see what I'm saying? Because AGN is confrontational. He don't back down from nobody. But if I say I'm done, it's not because of anything else. It's because you're just being too immature. So I don't really need to continue this because I'm coming here to prove what I said. We can see what you say real quick.
To waste somebody's time. You knew you can't handle me in Gears. You took one look at those shorts and say, damn, this man is good.
I literally just saw it, and then I made the video after that. You ain't done nothing I ain't done before. And I've done way better than you. I wiped out teams, body dudes saying, yeah, this dude is savage. Do not let him get on the host 2 for Gears 1. Dude, I'm telling you, I used to obliterate dudes. And my proof is right there. My stats. You see what I mean? Back in those days, where's your stats at? I was like, just show me your Gears seriously, and your seriously 2.0 for Gears 2. If you ain't got that, man, that's a qualification that you're gonna have to think about. You want to come up in the AGM bracket and think about those times, right? Because I can get back on you again. You know what I mean? I know that was probably bothering you, but
I'm not playing this dude. He's gonna embarrass me and make me look like a fool on my own YouTube channel. These are the claims that you made. You said you're number one at Gears, and honestly, I don't care either, bro. Because now you want to go as far to call people losers, but yet you could.
yes, because that's what you were acting like, bro. Go back in the video. So you're not even saying, man, you're right. There were some things that I was wrong on. I assumed a lot of things. You still haven't fixed that. Where did I assume anything on you and try to assassinate your character and make a video or come at you and try to make you look a certain way? Bro, I did not do that. You came to me disrespectful. And then you kept on making up stuff that was not true. Everybody knows this in the past 2 videos, bro. That's the problem. All the other stuff is just you didn't like what I said about Xbox, and that's fine. You know what I mean? That's just stuff that people beef over. I'm like, okay, whatever. But that other stuff, yeah, that's where it became personal. So that's what I'm gonna say about this video. I'm not coming here to beat you down or do any of that. I'm coming here to prove things. And the last video I said is about my character. If I had real beef with you, trust me, bro. You know what I mean? The only time that felt like that is, like I said, when you personally assaulted me. But that's a different type of beef compared to just video game beef. And I want you to listen to what I'm saying and think about it. And you'll probably laugh too because you're a clown and you know what I'm saying. You were wrong, man, on a lot of things. So that's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. Peace out. Let me know what y'all think about this later.